wiser, and as soon as you get so much more to focus on, that even, you know, I've done several street races in my career, and I've been lucky enough to do a lot of different races. All that stuff goes out the window. Even at the Indy 500, which is, you know, there's such a massive crowd of people. You have so much to focus on as drivers, and yeah, all that goes out the window. Great question. I think a lot of these lights, if you just very bright, and it actually grandstands on the front straight while we were off camera. Very hard to see if you look directly at them for a while. So it's not ideal, but some drivers, I would say, were running lights.
The organizers have been very careful about washing and cleaning. These see that it's
Very low quality.
still raising.
Low grip, George Russell says.
No surprise there. These undulations in the racing surface and this track as being very flat, but not so.
Yeah, I noticed on the lap as well, there's definitely some pavement, but I think that's just the nature of the ground in some places. I think they did a great job in smoothing.
Obviously, jumping over the curbs, or at least the red and white rumble strips, because they can street track. How high are they here?
Honestly, they're usable. And I think you'll see people getting away with using about as much as you physically can before it starts hitting the floor of the car.
One of the Ferraris streaming by, I thought that was Carlos Sainz. The clock on Charles Leclerc, his teammate, and the Ferrari is on the softest Pirelli compound, so all of the teams taking in this first practice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that they're going to take a split on different strategies, or at least both tires and setup for this first session. Luckily, not a sprint race this weekend, because you'd only have an hour to get it right, and thankfully they've got time to do a traditional Grand Prix here.
Paint on the road, right? It's still a street circuit, so when you're flying around these corners, right, full throttle, no lift, sometimes that paint can be a little slippery. So these first few laps, because you don't want to be flat out, you know, close to 200 miles an hour and thinking I've got all the grip in the world, and you hit some paint.
Ferrari was that this could be a good circuit for them. We've compared it so far to Singapore, but that's just the lights. I think the more closer comparison would be Monza and Silverstone, two of the fastest circuits, and you've been the one that's told me that this is going to be
I talked to Carlos Sainz just yesterday, long time together, so got a good honest with me, and he was I like to see that. You know, Ferrari has obviously had incredible pace in qualifying. You know, seeing what the toe is like, seeing what the draft is like right now down the back straight by Lewis Hamilton.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Two cars, nose to tail, can go quicker than a single car on his own. As we see the 7-time world champion, Sir Lewis Hamilton, on his Mercedes.
That'll also help the team with gearing too. You know, how did they miss the gearing? Were they able to